Hello Star Seekers. This is Jeeny from Horoscope Forecasts 369. Whether you're an Aries or a Pisces, we're here to guide you. Let's cut through the cosmic noise and dive into today's horoscope predictions. Monday, July 10th, 2023. The Astrology of Today, all signs. Mars enters Virgo today, where it will transit until August 27th, and we have a passion for details and a need to do the right thing at just the right time. The satisfaction of a job well done is one of our greatest incentives now. We are more precise and concerned about our performance during this cycle. Mercury will head into Leo early tomorrow, but before it goes, it opposes Pluto today. We can face some pressure to deal with problem areas, but should avoid making rash decisions. There can be mental tension, paranoid thoughts, or excessive suspicion to manage. We might either feel compelled to talk and question or withhold information. We can too quickly become embroiled in power struggles. However, if we aim to learn from our resentment, it can bring us closer to understanding what we truly want. The moon is void from 7:11 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with the moon's last aspect before changing signs, a square to Mercury, until the moon enters Taurus at 7:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The moon transits Aries all day. Today's Aries horoscope. Your ruler, Mars, moves into your work and health sector today, dear Aries, and will continue to animate this area of your solar chart until August 27th. You'll have extra energy for work, organization, fitness, nutrition, research, and self-care programs. This cycle is strong for taking on challenging projects that you may have been putting off. Positively, you have more initiative for work projects or chores and can apply yourself with more vigor. You might also step up or begin a health and fitness program during this transit. With today's Mercury-Pluto opposition, however, mental tensions are possible. Concerns can weigh heavily on you, or frustrating disagreements occur. People can be defensive of their ideas, and family drama could emerge. You can be excited about a project or idea, but you might also face opposition to it. There can be some chaotic energy, but focusing on sorting and organizing things can help center you. There can be a struggle between personal and professional obligations, and working on finding a better balance will be particularly helpful now. If you've been clinging too closely to specific ambitions, you might relax them a little if tensions boil over. Today's Taurus horoscope. Mars moves into your solar fifth house today, dear Taurus, where it invigorates romance, pleasure, self-expression, and entertainment until August 27th. Overall, it's easier to express yourself and your desires during this supportive cycle. You may be bringing a relationship to a new level. You also have more energy to pour into hobbies and recreation. You're playing hard now. Today, there can be a lot on your mind. A Mercury-Pluto opposition might trigger insecurities or fears about losing someone's admiration. It could pull up fears of making changes. Consider that holding on to an opinion too tightly might prevent you from going forward, growing, and moving on. However, it's not about conceding either. It's only about redirecting yourself if you've spent too much time and energy on something that's draining you. Aim to get over a hump, as resentment can rob you of happiness. If you keep a lookout, you could discover some of your hidden desires, which you can use to fuel better decisions or suitable projects and pursuits later. Today's Gemini horoscope. Mars moves into your home and family sector today, dear Gemini, and until August 27th, it's an excellent transit for getting a lot done in your personal life. Mars brings animation, energy, and sometimes agitation to your personal life, home, or family matters in the weeks ahead. Directing energy into household projects and family activities can be constructive and satisfying. Conflicts with family may be productive, too, if they serve to renew and revive your relationships, but it's essential to avoid unnecessary or unhealthy strife now. Today, there can be tensions in your interactions or worries hang heavy on your mind as Mercury and Pluto form an opposition. People can be more defensive, or they feel the need to prove something if an idea challenges their comfort levels. Pushing for answers can be problematic, and money or support problems that have weighed you down could reach a turning point. If you've been feeling undervalued, frustrations can come to a head. Keep in mind that compromise would be ideal, but getting there involves giving a little, and it's best not to count on others doing so for the time being. Fortunately, it's a revealing time. Jealousies or frustrations stimulated today can get you into touch with feelings or desires you didn't realize you had. Today's Cancer horoscope. Mars moves into your communication sector today, dear Cancer, where it will transit until August 27th. There can be excitement in your daily life in the weeks ahead. During this cycle, you can be incredibly motivated to make contact, write, speak, and learn. Arguments about ideas and opinions could be more frequent now, however, and you should certainly watch for impatience as you move about and communicate. With this transit, there's a tendency to use words as a weapon. While you can be a little rushed at times, you are communicating with extraordinary magnetism and sizzle, saying what's on your mind and enjoying the responses you stimulate, and learning things at a rapid pace. Today's Mercury-Pluto opposition can bring complicated but potentially revealing energies to your day. Your ideas or plans may face obstacles, but be kind to yourself by not pushing something too hard while also allowing your mind to explore new ideas. Communications can be weighty, or you can feel frustrated if you're not free to express yourself spontaneously. Avoid a tug-of-war, but if a problem becomes untenable, this can be when something forces the issue. Conflicts emerging today can give you insight into the hidden forces at work in your life that may be undermining your progress or keeping you from moving on and forward. Today's Leo horoscope. Mars moves into your solar second house today, dear Leo, and a bolder approach to business, earnings, defending your territory, and proving your worth can emerge. You can experience a drive for more financial independence during this transit that lasts until August 27th. Still, it can also be a time of increased desire and spending. The best way to use this transit is to focus on building rather than exhausting your resources. Feel the increased courage to earn what you need and deserve. It's a fine cycle for finding new ways to boost your feelings of security and comfort. Today, tense thoughts or concerns are more prominent with a Mercury-Pluto opposition, or something reaches ahead, and you need to address the matter. It may be best to avoid allowing worries to undermine your interactions with others, which could be strained otherwise. You could discover that keeping a project or idea to yourself is helpful for now. Unless you're channeling mental energy into something creative and positive, avoid letting your imagination run ahead of you. An overactive curiosity can lead you to think you're ready for something before you are. You could feel a lot of pressure to get things done, even if you're not feeling up to par emotionally and physically. Make plans to improve your routines and workload so that you can unplug and shut things off sometimes. Today's Virgo horoscope. Mars enters your sign today, where it will transit until August 27th, dear Virgo. Throughout this energetic cycle, you'll have plenty of chances to assert yourself and seek what you want from life. You can find yourself especially motivated, desirous, assertive, and perhaps impulsive in the weeks ahead. You should watch for overly hasty, rash, or impatient behavior for the best results. Otherwise, you can use this period to heartily pursue personal goals. Today holds some confrontational energy as your ruling planet, Mercury, opposes Pluto, challenging you to confront problem areas. Tensions and pressures from others, especially in love and friendship, can be the issue now, and some obsessiveness can be involved. You might go back and forth between a strong desire to get to the truth of a matter and a fear of doing so. The goal now should be to purge, release, and let go. You're likely holding on to something too tightly, and it can't breathe in that position. Or, you're limiting your freedom from doing so. Either way, the goal now should be to empower yourself by easing back. While it's easier said than done, it can be worth the effort. Be kind to yourself by not overthinking or entertaining thoughts that are too negative or obsessive. Today's Libra horoscope. Mars moves into your solar 12th house today, dear Libra, and until August 27th, encourages you to take charge of your private life. It's an excellent time to reassess your goals, needs, and desires. It's not the most decisive or energetic of periods in your life, except for cutting out activities and situations that have outworn their usefulness. It's an important period for discovering what you truly desire and which pursuits may not be as worthwhile for you. You may not always know how to channel your energy effectively, but this leads to creative ways to deal with challenges. Today, buried hurts can jump out of hiding, mainly through communications, as Mercury opposes Pluto. Or they might find expression in one way or another in your conversations. Fears of having the rug pulled from under you or not being in the know can lead to frustrating scenarios or tensions. Secrets might be revealed, or previously hidden matters can emerge, ideally pushing you towards the light but nevertheless a bit uncomfortable. Stalemates are likely, and it may be best to avoid pushing issues. Ideally, it may be best to observe, formulate a strategy, and then act later. Today's Scorpio horoscope. Mars moves into your social sector today, dear Scorpio, where it will transit until August 27th. During this cycle, you put more energy into happiness pursuits, friends, networking, or community. You might take the lead in group settings or the initiative for reaching your happiness goals in the period ahead. Look for ways to team up to achieve your goals, but watch for competition with friends. Energy levels improve, and for the most part, there are fewer obstacles in your way. Today, there can be some fear of change behind disagreements, with Mercury, typically a light, airy communicative influence, in opposition to dark, transformational Pluto. This transit challenges us to grow through conversations or exposure to different or new ideas, opinions, and methods. Superficial differences of opinion can turn quickly. Mental tension is possible. You might need to contend with obstacles or resistance. Problems related to communications, learning, or transportation can push to a head. You can feel as if you're on a mission to discover the truth of a matter. However, it may be best to detach yourself from others' responses if they're frustrating you. Challenge yourself to reframe your thinking rather than hold on to an idea or belief for dear life so that you can unwind and center yourself. Today's Sagittarius horoscope. Mars moves into your career and reputation sector today, dear Sagittarius, for a stay until August 27th. It can be a time to take the lead and initiative more often and pursue your ambitions directly. During this transit, you could sometimes find yourself in conflict with authority figures or facing challenges with your reputation, but you'll get better at this as you go along. Whether it's professional or personal, you are likely to have an increased passion for getting ahead. This transit stirs your ambitions or your desire to be recognized for your accomplishments or reach a goal. Complicated energies are with you today, however. Mental energy runs high, and it can be somewhat problematic with Mercury in opposition to Pluto. There can be some strain in a relationship if there have been imbalances and resentment brewing. Worries can seem more pressing or hanging heavily in the air, making it difficult to enjoy yourself in spots. Embrace rather than resist opportunities to grow and push past a fear. At the same time, it's essential to watch for overattachment to ideas or things and aim to rise above suspicious thoughts. Sensitive areas are core values, power dynamics, money, and issues of sharing or ownership. Positively, you might uncover a secret or pursue a line of research doggedly today, but avoid overdoing things. Today's Capricorn horoscope. Mars moves into your solar 9th house today, dear Capricorn, where it will transit until August 27th. This cycle encourages a mission to enjoy more engaging, mind-expanding experiences. With Mars now in harmony with your sign, asserting yourself and pursuing your desires comes more naturally. Taking charge of your life comes more easily, and you believe in your dreams. You can be restless and hungry for adventure as you seek more life experience or exciting, non-routine activities. At the same time, your appetite for learning can expand now. Today, however, others can push your buttons as Mercury opposes Pluto in your sign. It can be all too easy to get involved in a tug-of-war with someone, and differences of opinion or methods can be taken very personally. Issues brewing under the surface can now come to a head. You're more likely to feel empowered if you stay open, flexible, and focused on growth rather than worrying about what others say and do. Channeling extra energy into productive activities can be successful. Even so, disagreement or conflict may be just what a relationship needs in some cases, revealing important buried issues that need addressing. Today's Aquarius horoscope. Mars, the planet of action and energy, moves into your solar 8th house today, dear Aquarius, where it will transit until August 27th. This can be a cycle in which you get to the root of challenges in a close relationship related to sharing and power politics, or you get to the heart of your desires. If there are confrontations in the weeks ahead, you can get in touch with your passions and desires through them. Generally, it's a time to employ strategy rather than directly pushing forward. Desires run more deeply than usual or seem a little more complicated. Sometimes this transit correlates with disputes over money. You may need to take the lead or take action with shared finances, loans, or debts. You might also throw yourself into a passion project, research, investigation, or mystery in the weeks ahead. Today, aim to avoid the trap of overloading your plate or concentrating too hard on flaws. A Mercury-Pluto opposition can rile you up, and issues related to anxiety or guilt can undermine your productivity. Conversations might heat up, or your thoughts take you tense places as you revisit old hurts. There could be a reason for this. It may be time to put those things behind you. Something previously buried might emerge, and it can be highly revealing, leading to important discoveries about your feelings, hidden ambitions, and fears. Today's Pisces horoscope. Energetic Mars moves into your opposite sign and partnership sector today, dear Pisces. Until August 27th, your relationships can be an area of excitement and commotion. People rile you up, frustrating you at times and motivating you at other times. Aim to own and acknowledge your role in conflicts or strife that might emerge now. Collaborating with others, sharing ideas, or partnering up can be energizing. While this transit can stir up tension or conflict, it can ultimately be refreshing as you now get to deal with problem areas. Today, mental tensions are likely to surface as Mercury opposes Pluto. Somebody could be trying to one-up you or get the upper hand, or a rude awakening is possible, but it could be something that clarifies matters. Consider that people may be temporarily holding on too tightly to their point of view. If learning experiences don't result from conflicts, stressing over communications wastes your time and energy. Aim to do what you can to release and purge rather than hold on to negative feelings today. As we wrap up, I'm Jeeny, thanking you for tuning in to Horoscope Forecasts 369. Remember, these are guides, but your will shapes your destiny. Like, share, subscribe for more astro insights, and let the stars guide you until we meet again. Take care.